Every one of us is fighting some kind of a battle every single day. And Paul was fighting battles all the time, way worse than us. Faced angry mobs, shipwrecks, going without food and sleep, blah, blah, blah. But we have lots of harassment and conflicts and fears as well. Paul describes in his letter to the Corinthians, he says, "For when we came into Macedonia, we had no rest, but we were harassed at every turn. Conflicts on the outside, fears within." Does that sound familiar? You probably experienced some of those things in this wild world we live in. There's a very short verse that Paul says in verse 13 of chapter 16, 1 Corinthians. "Be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong." Well, how do you do that? He says we're weak. Well, how do we be courageous? How do we be strong? Well, if you read the rest of Paul's writings and Jesus' writings, I'm going to give you two major ways that you find courage and strength. The first one is simply be actively opening your mind to the thoughts of God throughout your day. You can do two things at once. If you're working, maybe you work on a machine during the day. You can actively engage your mind and body, but your spirit is another part of you that is activated and always can be open and listening to God. Otherwise, Paul wouldn't have taught us pray continually. We don't get the exhortations in the Bible that are impossible to do. It's something we learn to do by making it a habit. You are a spirit being. You have the capacity to be in tune with God while you are doing practical, laborious things. We need to find all kinds of different ways to reach up to God, because in this world, the digital age is grasping for our attention. So here are a few ideas. Try this experiment. Pray the Lord's Prayer for about a 10-minute period of time, 3 times a day. Try it for a week. Do it slowly, meditatively, not rushing. You don't have to produce anything. You just have to offer your mind to God and think about how beautiful those truths are that you're praying out. Or you can do that with Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. What does that mean? He is with you wherever you go. He leads me in green pastures. Makes me lie down in green pastures. You know why a sheep lies down in a green pasture? It's because its stomach is full of food and it's happy. You're going to be thinking about something. So why not think about things that are helpful to you? Put the phone aside for a while and let God give you some input. So think of this as trying an experiment. Don't feel like you have to do some great accomplishment. Don't try to be a hero. Try some things that will enable you to think God's thoughts.